KET News 5, leading the way with breaking news.
That breaking news on the tariffs President Trump announced over the weekend. About an hour ago, he confirmed tariffs on goods from Mexico are paused for a month for negotiations. Good afternoon. I'm Stephen Albritton.
And I'm Megan Mitchell. That announcement comes just hours before they were set to take effect. But tariffs on Canada and China still set for midnight. The threat is already having an impact on the stock market and here and around the world. So let's take a live look at the numbers from the New York Stock Exchange this noon. The Dow Jones is down 0.33%, now 0.32%. Earlier this morning, it was down 665 points, just about 1.65%. And the pause on tariffs for Mexico comes after President Trump spoke to Mexico's President Claudia Sheinbaum. She also says that they agreed to send 10,000 Mexican National Guard troops to the border with the U.S. President Trump says he also spoke with Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau this morning, and he plans to talk to him again around 3 o'clock this afternoon. So definitely could be more developments in the coming hours on that front as well. Stephen.
All right. So if those tariffs do go into effect at some point, they include 25% on imports from Mexico and Canada, with a lower 10% on Canadian oil and gas and 10% tariffs on goods from China. These are a tax on U.S. companies buying internationally. They'll be the ones paying more and will either eat that cost, find a domestic distributor for that product, or pass that expense on to you. Most likely that third option. About 1/3 of U.S. imports come from those three countries, and some economists say U.S. households would spend about $2,600 more per year under this plan. Now, like I said, if they do go into effect, you can expect to see costs go up at the grocery store, as Mexico is one of our largest suppliers of fruits and vegetables. Still a month to go there, while Canada leads in exports of grain, livestock, and meats. We'll see if they go into effect at midnight. Another place you could feel the impact is at the pump. Canada's top export to the U.S. is their oil and gas, and a majority of Canadian oil is shipped here to the Midwest to our refineries through a pipeline. 15 states will be impacted. That includes Kentucky, Ohio, and Indiana. Tariffs will also create a stiff penalty on some of Americans' favorite alcohol, some beers and tequila. Those are expected to jump at least 16% under that new tax, according to CNN. And critical ingredients in the U.S. home building industry will be affected, specifically for framing, siding, steel, and those home appliances that would go inside. Trump's new tariffs could also raise the price of imported construction materials to $4 billion. Kentucky's bourbon industry is bracing for impact as tariffs from the Trump administration are about to take effect. Governor Andy Beshear sent a warning on social media, saying more than 23,000 people working in the state could be affected. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has explicitly urged citizens to boycott bourbon. It's part of a move from Canadian leaders to target states that backed President Trump in the election and put pressure on his supporters. Kentucky's governor is now urging people to take action.
My job is to fight for you. No matter your party, my job is to fight for Kentucky, and I will do it the very best I can. But I need your help. Contact the federal delegation. Tell them that we don't need to be caught up in all this, and that we always put our neighbors and our Kentucky families first.
95% of the world's bourbon is made in Kentucky. We're reaching out to local distilleries to see what they're expecting as these tariffs start to take effect. Remember, midnight is that point. We'll let you know on air and online.